my beautiful gems, this is Kibibi from Kibibi La Vie, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notifications when I post new videos. For my longtime gems, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I style this wig, which is the Neesha wig, the Neesha 202 in a number 2, and what I use to kind of create the scalp look on this wig. All right, so keep watching if you're interested in seeing how this wig looks. Okay, so let me get started with the wig. So this is the Neesha wig, and this wig, this is the Neesha 202, and I got it in the color number 2. I actually bought 2 of these wigs, so I have one here which I haven't opened, and this one here which I have opened. This wig has been sold out for weeks. I'm not entirely sure when Outre came out with it. I think they came out with it in November, maybe. I can't remember. I'm late to the wig game. At least the full wig game, I should say. So when I saw that this was back in stock, I was just like, I have to have it because this looks like the perfect wig to wear every day. It looks natural. I like the body. I know a lot of girls cut some of the bulk out of it, but I actually kind of like it. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and try this out. So if you've been waiting for this wig, just know it's back in stock. I paid for these myself. I got this on wigtypes.com, and I will link to the wig below. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that one and go ahead and open up or reopen this one that I opened last night. I just kind of like plopped it on my head just to kind of see it. So the construction for this wig it's pretty basic. I love the texture of this wig. It has the lace in the front, which initially when I bought this, because I bought it in such a rush, I didn't really think about it, but I think I'll be okay. I'm not a huge fan of having the lace in the front part. I'm okay with the lace parting, which I like, but having the lace in the front sometimes requires you to like glue it down, and I don't want to glue it down. It also has combs. It has 2 combs on the inside. It has these straps and a comb in the back. It does not have the ear tabs on the side. The wig that I wore in my last video, that wig came with the ear tabs, and I actually like that. I know some people don't like the ear tabs, but for me, since I'm not going to be gluing it down, I need to have something to kind of hold it down flat. There's another wig that I might do a video of that does not have the ear tabs. It does not have lace, but it's like a little bit bulky. So like even now with my, what is this? My wig grip on. Oh, and I also, this right here, I sewed a piece of, what is this? Stocking cap. I sewed a piece of stocking cap here just to kind of make the part look a bit more natural. But I also ended up getting something else to make my part look natural. So I'll show you guys that as well. Back to what I was saying. With this having the lace in the front, my concern is whether it's going to need to be like glued down or gel down, and I don't want to do that. So we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit snug, so we'll see if it'll sort of like stay. Now when I get my wigs, the first thing I do is I cut everything out. I don't like the combs, I don't like the straps. My head's big, so I need to have a lot of room, and if anything feels like it's squishing my head, it's going to give me a headache. So let me go ahead and cut these. Okay, so I just cut out the combs and I cut out the strap. I have not cut the lace yet. I'm just gonna plop it on my head real quick. I hope you guys can see that. I need to adjust this, but I just wanted to show you just like plopped on my head. I love this wig. I love the length. I love the texture, the thickness of it. It's actually longer than I thought it was going to be, which for me is good because I wanted something that would mimic the length of my hair. It's not tight, but it's there. It's definitely present, and I'm aware of it, but I think it's because I still have the lace. So let me go ahead and cut off the lace. I'm not advanced enough to cut the lace while it's on my head like some girls do, but let me go ahead and cut the lace and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how it looks with me only plucking it. Now, when I do my parts, I don't like for my part to be too wide or too like perfectly straight. So I kind of like it to look a bit more, to me this looks a bit more natural. Now I know I still need to fix the stocking cap underneath there, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do instead to create the look of scalp, and so that's how it looks. Okay, so now for the scalp part. My stylist Renee, she told me about using the silicone scar sheets in the part to make it look like scalp. Whoever came up with that idea, bravo. It is just ingenious, and I love how creative we get when it comes to our hair. Okay, so I'm going to put the scar away, put one of the sheets there. I just bought this at Walmart earlier today. And to my understanding with these, they're reusable, so you can like wash them and keep using them. So I just bought one with 4 because I'm gonna cut it, and I figured I didn't need one with like 8 or something. It's gonna be a lot. So let me cut this open so you guys can see. It's like a little bit, it's like a kind of like a Band-Aid, but it's very sticky. Now, I've seen some videos where some girls actually put their foundation in their part and then they stick this on there. My concern with doing it that way is that going to make this not as sticky? So, although I guess my wig grip may have some like oil on there from my hair, I'm just going to cut this and stick it directly in the part itself on the underside of the part, and then see how it looks. The other concern I have is if the wind blows, you can see a bit of the wig grip. Now this wig grip is brown. I have a wig grip that's in black. The black one may actually work better in case like the wind blows, because then all you'll see is black, and then just from a distance or even just up close, unless you're really looking at it, you won't see the actual wig grip. So I'm gonna see how it will look. I'm gonna try this with this brown wig grip with the stocking cap underneath it. And then also try it and see how this would hold up with a black wig grip. So if the wind blows or anything, like, you know, it can get windy sometimes in South Florida, especially if you're by the water. So that's my concern. I don't want the wind to blow and then it's just, you know, you can see everything. So I'm gonna see. So maybe what I can do is sew a bit of the stocking cap onto the black wig grip in the little part like I did with this one, and then put this on the wig, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I just cut this into 3. I think that's wide enough. You don't want to put it all the way to the very edge. So let me put that in there. And then peel off the back and just slowly kind of bring it down. Hope you guys can see that. Perfect. Perfect. Wow, this is genius. Whoever came up with this idea, girl. And then I'm just trying to like squeeze it through there. So the point of doing this is to hide the grids on the lace. That's the whole point of using the scar away. So I'm kind of just like, because the way that it's kind of like bandage with like the silicone, which is like a white squishy substance, which is also sticky. Look at that. Wow. That's impressive. I'm gonna move my finger so you guys can see it's not like the color of my finger underneath there. So you can see I left a little bit there. I'm gonna cut the tip of the lace just a wee bit. I need to cut the lace right there a little bit more, but you can see it looks much better. That's amazing. That looks good. At least it does from this distance. Okay, so right now you can see the color right there. So I'm just gonna put some makeup there and that'll cover that right up. Okay, so I just did a couple of things. I switched the wig grip with the black one. So if you pick it up, you can't see that brown color underneath there. And I also added a wee bit of my Fenty concealer in the 300 on the part just to kind of hide the knots a little bit. more. So I have this silicone scar sheet underneath there to hide the grid, and this is how it looks. So be careful when you're plucking the part, because I realized that for the very tip right here, and I'm looking at my mirror, the very tip, I kind of plucked it a little too wide, and I think it's because I was trying to do it on camera, so I couldn't see exactly what I was doing. So I just cut the lace a little bit just to kind of bring it back to not being so wide, if that makes sense. Like if it's too wide at the edge and you cut off that part that's too wide, then your starting line won't be as wide. So yeah, let me spin it around so you can see her in all her glory. But this is definitely going to be my everyday daily wig. Okay, so I wanted to come back real quick because I just went and looked in the mirror in the bathroom, which is a different experience from looking at the mirror that's like, what is that, like 4 feet away without my glasses on. So I cut the lace just a little bit more so that the wide part, since I plucked it just a little bit too wide, is not as wide anymore. Excuse me. And I think this looks much better. I also kind of shifted it a little bit. I guess they want it to be like a deep left part. I'm not like a huge fan of like a super deep left part. Like I kind of prefer the part to be like here. But I shifted it a little bit, and that kind of helped with my ears sort of, although my ears are still kind of sticking out. Oh dear. The things we do for wigs. But yes, I just wanted to show you guys that I did cut the lace. Let me zoom in a little so you guys can see it. Okay, I have one quick tip. Don't pluck the lace for the parting until after you put foundation to hide the knots, and until after you put the silicone scar away in the part. Because what I find is once you put foundation to hide the knots, it just naturally makes the part look wider. So you don't want to end up having the part look super wide because of the foundation, the silicone, and the plucking. Okay, so that's it. That was just the last thing I wanted to show you. If you pluck it a little bit too wide, you can probably still save it just by cutting the lace back. Just make sure, if you're like me, that you have enough room, because if you're like I have a big head. It's not tight, it's not even snug, it's comfortable. I'll say this is a comfortable wig, and I love the fact that I don't have to use any adhesive. Like that's too advanced. It's too advanced for me. I'm not gonna use any got to be glued, no hairspray, nothing. I want something that I can just like plop on my head, and the only thing I need to keep it there is the wig grip. So this works for me. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Kisses, bye.